welcome to this week's episode of International Pro Wrestling, of course, here on the Fight Network. Coming your way, we're going to have an IPW World Tag Team Championship contest as the Anti-Fun Police put the gold on the line against Team Storm. But that's not all we've got. We also have the anarchist James Castle, who came this close to becoming the first ever IPW Junior Heavyweight Champion. He is going to be taking on one of the finest junior heavyweights of his generation, Dr. Phoenix, and the anarchist James Castle. That is coming your way. Stay tuned. This is International Pro Wrestling. And here we go then, ladies and gentlemen, the man who has been making the proverbial waves here in IPW, the former IPW prospect turned IPW superstar, it's Ben Basden.
The following contest is a singles match set for one fall. Introducing first, from Chatham, Ben Basden.
Now, I mentioned that James Castle came oh so close to becoming the first ever junior heavyweight champion here in IPW. Well, here is the man that he beat in the semi-final. Ben Basden's been in a foul mood since. We saw him a fortnight ago actually winning the contest that had James Castle in it.
And introducing his opponent, from the rough end of Plumstead, Maverick Mayhew!
Maverick Mayhew, one of only two men in IPW history to be Z-Force champion on 2 occasions. He knows that Ben Basden is the proverbial new kid on the block, and Mav, as he's known to his friends, wants to assert his authority here in the junior heavyweight division. Hashtag IPW. If you want to get involved with this week's episode, you're on the Fight Network, please tweet us what you think about the action you see. Beautiful work there by Maverick Mayhew. Gets the vertical basis, drop kick, down goes Basden. I tell you what, Basden's going to have to try and limit the speed of Mayhew. And this is one way of doing it. Look at this, he's egging him on. Mayhew looked a bit in disbelief and saying, are you offering a free shot? And I tell you what, Basden managed to sting the leg there a little bit, and he's calling him out, really. Mayhew's sort of falling for this a little bit. If I was him, I'd try and use his speed. Basden will know that. Basden, of course, has an MMA Jiu-Jitsu background. And there's that speed of Mayhew. Well, that Basden has to limit the speed of Mayhew. He's going to have a hope. Oh, look at that, he caught him on the way. Oh, Basden allowed Mayhew to run around a little bit, took his time, picked his moment, grabs the leg. And Chris Hatch is basically saying, hey, to Basden, come on, let him off the ropes. Oh, what a kick. One roundhouse. Straight to the chest, crushes Mayhew down to the canvas. Listen to the impact. Coursing up and down the spine of the former 2-time Z-Force champion. Basden, stomps right on the elbow. Do you see the way he twisted the hand underneath the elbow? Added damage by Basden here. Crowd here in Milton Keynes calling Basden Gollum, trying to get on his case. Oh, and that'll get on your case for sure. That chop could have cracked a rib from Mayhew. And Basden responds in kind. They're chopping each other really with such determined ferocity that both of them could really do with walking around their houses in house coats. Mayhew's trying to switch things up a little bit, for a moment was going away from speed and was trying to brawl with Basden. I'm not sure if that's a wise idea or he's just trying to get in his head. Calls for the brainbuster. That's a mistake because Basden had time to scout it. Catches him with the enziguri to the back of the head. Basden is dazed, he's confused. Hatch! Chris Hatch calls it a 2 only. Because the brainbuster, and this time Mayhew gets it. Hooks the leg, he's over definitively 2. No, it's only a 2. Well, this is not a surprise, of course, ladies and gentlemen. Maverick Mayhew, former 2-time Z-Force champion. Basden is still relatively new here in IPW. You would expect on paper for Mayhew to be dominating this contest. Mayhew, definitely the more agile of the two. He's looking for it all, went for a swanton. Got caught in armbar, look at Basden, look at the talk of Basden, and Maverick Mayhew has no choice but to tap out.
Here is your winner by submission, Basden.
Well, Ben Basden notches another huge victory in his quest to maybe get another opportunity to, mix it up in the junior heavyweight division here in IPW. And let's be honest, his arrogance is just going to continue to grow because of this win. And we're going to be right back. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen, as IPW continues here on the Fight Network.
An enormous night ahead here as we are going to have the #1 contendership decided for the world title. Starr having to absorb all of these blows here from filthy Rob Sharp. But Starr at the moment very much in control of this one. He floats over into a cover and Sharp kicks out on 2. He gets caught though. There's that power of the former tag team champion, Rob Sharp. The fall-away slam. Sharp saying that this is about to be over. Starr escaping that attempt from Sharp. But Starr with those elbows and chops wearing down Rob Sharp. Sharp, though, able to turn things back in his favor, only temporarily. The super kick may have knocked out Sharp. Starr with the cover. Starr's got his feet on the ropes for 2. And the referee saw it. Well, Starr can argue with Tom Scarborough all he likes, but Starr was looking to take a shortcut and he got caught red-handed. And Sharp looking for it, nails it. Goodness me, the ducky driver from Sharp, and that'll do it. Sharp's the #1 contender. Rob Sharp advances for a shot against the IPW World Heavyweight Champion, Mark Haskins, on this program next week.
Former Z-Force champion, former tag team champion, is Rob Sharp about to become world champion?
And introducing his opponent.
As we eagerly await the arrival of your IPW World Champion, Mark Haskins does like to make his opponents wait. It is something we are used to seeing from the hellbent workhorse. Rob Sharp looks impatient. Oh, wait a minute! From behind David Starr! The product David Starr with a steel chair to the back! Rob Sharp was waiting for Mark Haskins. He's got a steel chair wielding David Starr from his troubles. He's saying he's the number one contender. He lost that match last week. This is not only uncalled for, it's morally repugnant from David Starr. He lost that contest. Well, Rob Sharp surely in no condition to compete here, thanks to David Starr.
Here to be the best. I'm now Dr. Phoenix, I'm not Luke Phoenix. I was weak. So I was injured about 8 years ago. I was Luke Phoenix back then, had a long run. I was out for a long time, I come back. Kind of started making a name for myself again, but then I got injured again. And so I'm sick of getting injured and I'm back now, 8 months after being last time injured. No, I'm not gonna mess around anymore. Luke Phoenix was more, he wanted to create an impression. Like a lot of these people out there that I see already. He wanted to please the fans. He was looking for cheers, admiration. It made him weak. Because where were those fans when Luke Phoenix was injured? Where were those fans when he was at home nursing up? They moved on to the next person. Dr. Phoenix doesn't have that weakness. Dr. Phoenix is considered. I use science and data to become the world's best wrestler. And I'm not interested in what people think. I'm not here to make friends. I'm not here to get cheers. I'm not here to please the crowd. I'm here to be the best. IPW had a junior heavyweight championship tournament. Where was the call to Dr. Phoenix? Where was the call? And I looked over and what happened in the first instance? The belt slipped out the back door to Noah. Oh great, well done boys. IPW have their own junior heavyweight championship and it goes to Japan. Good on. Why? Because like me, like Luke Phoenix before, and I've been there, and I know it, I understand it, they're weak. And I can see it in James Castle. James Castle is emotional. He worries too much about he's an anarchist. And when he lets his emotions get the better of him, it makes him weak, it makes him vulnerable. He had his chance, and he messed up. And I don't know why he's even in the frame again, because I've been looking, I know his weakness, I know exactly what I need to do, and I come at this logically. I am the engineer of excellence in the pursuit of brilliance. And I'm not going to let nothing get in my way. No weakness, and I'm going to exploit his weakness. If you ask me what I think that the fact that it went to Noah is a reflection of the talent in IPW today. And now I'm back to get that belt back. I'm going to do what's right. I'm going to do what a lot of people should have done, but they were too weak to do it. I'm going to get that belt back.
Wow, words there from Dr. Phoenix. But right now, we go from Dr. Phoenix to the product David Starr.
The following contest is a singles match set for one fall. Introducing first, he is the cream in your coffee, your favorite wrestler's favorite wrestler, the Jewish Cannon, the physical embodiment of charisma, the most entertaining man in professional wrestling, Mr. American Rana, Davey Wrestling, the 104-minute man, the main event, the king of taunts, the product, David Starr!
Oh, David Starr.
Excuse me, he forgot possibly the most important nickname, considering I just watched some orange douchebag do some ridiculous speed gesture say, and I am the Bernie Sanders of professional wrestling.
The Bernie Sanders of professional wrestling, David Starr. No relation to Colonel Sanders. So here we go, Tom Scarberry referee in the ring. It is the product David Starr against the host of Hold Tight TV, Kieran Donnelly. David Starr. Nonchalant little smile on his face, taking his time. Doesn't seem to be in a hurry. We know that David Starr was very unhappy when Rob Sharp beat him. Whoa, them fighting words from Kieran Donnelly. So David Starr's in a bit of an angry mood since he lost the #1 contender score, Kapora kick. Modification of a Kapora kick and takes down Donnelly. We know he wasn't happy losing the #1 contenders match against Rob Sharp, and he's taken out that frustration on Kieran Donnelly. Last week, of course, Rob Sharp was supposed to get that opportunity at the World Championship, but David Starr instead had other ideas. Haskins didn't show to the ring, and then Starr laid out Sharp with a steel chair. You have to believe that's going to have repercussions at some point, but right now the repercussions of David Starr not being #1 contender are being felt all over the body, the chest, the torso, quite possibly the ribcage and the organs underneath. From the power of David Starr. Look at that body blow, that's going to take the ribs. If you're liking what you see, ladies and gentlemen, come see us, and come see us live, IPW action. We're in Milton Keynes on March 6th. Islington, London on March 17th, and we are, of course, having our annual International Battle Royale on March 24th in Maidstone. Details should be on your screen right below where you currently see this stare-off between Starr and Kieran. Kieran trying to hit Starr with some body blows of his own. But the man from the fighting city of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, looks like he's fighting through it quite well. Kieran, a former IPW Tag Team Champion, just got his bell rung. Uh-oh. Could be thinking Black Art Buster. Black Art Buster! Kieran Donnelly gets dropped. Neck and head goes crunch. Uh-oh, whoa! Whoa! I was going to say he's winding up, I'll tell you what! Rob Sharp! And Rob Sharp is here, and look what he's got with him! David Starr hasn't seen it, but there's a chair! Steel chair in the hands of the former IPW World Tag Team Champion and current #1 contender, Rob Sharp, who's just sitting, he's observing. From behind, Kieran Donnelly! Kieran Donnelly! Donnelly beat him! Donnelly's been Sharp!
The winner of the match, Kieran Donnelly!
David Starr is enraged, but Rob Sharp's distraction leads to David Starr losing yet another contest here in IPW. And the #1 contender has the microphone and the floor.
Calm down, Ducky. Now, we all know that I've beaten you before, and I'm pretty confident after that performance, I'll beat you again. In fact, I'm that confident I'll beat you again. How about next week we do it again, one-on-one in that ring? How about that? And not only that, not only am I that confident, I'm also such a nice guy, David. Such a nice guy. Oh yes, look, I'm such a nice guy. What I'll do for you is I'll put the #1 contendership on the line next week. Me, you, one-on-one, Ducky. What do you say?
Well, David Starr's just been given a hell of an opportunity. I think he's probably going to say yes. David Starr lost the contest. He doesn't get a #1 contenders match. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's about as official as it's going to get. Rob Sharp's laid down the challenge. Sharp versus Starr for the #1 contendership. That's coming your way next week. going to take you now to an anti-fun police message backstage here at International Pro Wrestling.
I am Chief Deputy Dunn.
And I am Los Federales Super Santos Jr.
And we, collectively, are the Anti-Fun Police. Our reign as Tag Team Champions has been a bit slow. We haven't really been able to have many defences, which is a shame. It's been tough. Santos is back from injury now, and hopefully we'll be able to defend our IPW Tag Team Championships, and we'll be able to get a little bit of revenge on Johnny Storm and his gang of fools.
To say it has been frustrating, to say the least, is putting it very, very nicely. And Johnny Storm and his cronies, his gringos, they're gonna want to stay away from me, because if I get my hands on them, let's just say they won't have to worry about me being on the injury list anymore.
Tonight we are meant to be wrestling Johnny Storm and any which member of his gang. Not sure which one it's going to be. Personally, I don't really care which one it is. It could be Ashley Dunn, it could be Jay Garner, Andreas Core, any of the masked IPW trainees. It really doesn't matter to me, because, you know, when Santos is 100%, when the Anti-Fun Police are 100%, we're going to do exactly what we've been doing this whole time, which is shutting down the fun, enforcing the law, and retaining these IPW Tag Team Championships.
In 2018 was a proven year for the Anti-Fun Police. We was having to show everyone what we can do. 2019, we are showing everyone why we are here. If they want these, they can come get them.
Rob Sharp, man. Rob Sharp. It's sad because it's not like I have animosity towards Rob Sharp, but he wants to make things personal, and that's okay. It's pretty obvious that Rob seemed to really enjoy the fact that he could get involved in one of my matches like that and cause some sort of distraction, but you know what? I'm going to be the better man. And I'm going to admit I shouldn't have allowed myself to be distracted. If he wants to make things personal, you know, David Starr can make things personal. I can get real personal, but if he wants to be this valiant fighter and put his #1 contendership on the line, that he won. I wouldn't say fair and square won, but I would say that he won it. You know, with the help of referee Tom Scarborough, he won his #1 contendership. But he wants to put that on the line against me, then it's a big mistake, man. I think he's well aware, and I think the viewers at home, and I think everyone watching this in general, anyone who sees a live performance, they understand that David Starr is a better professional wrestler than Rob Sharp. And I'm aware of how strong Rob is, and I'm aware of how people seem to like him. I don't care. I care about wins and losses. I care about winning that #1 contendership, and I care about beating Mark Haskins for the IPW Championship. No one's going to get in my way. No referee, nothing. It's going to be me and Rob one-on-one in a ring, and it's going to be decided between the two of us. And he might be bigger, he might be stronger, but I'm a better wrestler. Period. I get the job done in the ring, and next week against Rob, I'm going to get the job done. And I'm going to be the #1 contender, and then I'm going to win the IPW Championship. That simple. There's a summary.
Welcome back then, ladies and gentlemen. This is, of course, International Pro Wrestling. We just heard from David Starr. Strong words indeed. He's going to get that #1 contenders match next week. But now, however, this is your IPW Tag Team contest. Look who's coming to the ring.
The following contest is a tag team match set for 1 fall. Introducing first, accompanied by the rest of Team Storm, Andreas Core and Johnny Storm.
Well, David Starr has that #1 contenders match next week, but right here, right now, Team Storm are currently the #1 contenders for the IPW World Tag Team Championships. I have it on good authority that it's going to be Johnny Storm and Andreas Core, flanked by Ashley Dunn and Jay Garner in this contest. So already, you have to believe that there is some sort of numbers advantage because it's going to be 2 men at ringside. And we know what Johnny Storm is like. And if he's got these guys under his wing, well, you better believe he's taught them a few of his dirty tricks. Here come the tag champions.
And introducing their opponents, accompanied by Little Cadet Joe Nelson, they are the reigning, defending IPW Tag Team Champions, Los Federales Santos Jr., Chief Deputy Dunn, the Anti-Fun Police!
I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, the roof has gone off. The roof has gone off here in Unit 9. But the Anti-Fun Police look like they're outnumbered 4-3. You've got Core and Storm with Garner and Dunn on the outside. And you've got Los Federales Santos Jr. and Chief Deputy Dunn in the ring with Lil Cadet Joe Nelson on the outside. Two weeks ago, of course, the Anti-Fun Police beat Team Storm, but they were beaten down by the Bone Brothers at the end of that contest. And somehow, I mean, it's incredulous really, but somehow last week, Johnny Storm was going off on one, saying, you know, we deserve a championship opportunity, we deserve a championship opportunity. For some reason, despite the fact Team Storm lost against the Anti-Fun Police, they've been granted this contest, which is now underway. On Itagiri for the world's biggest luchador and a cartwheel to boot. Oh. Santos looked like he came down on his ankle a little bit gingerly there. He's got to be careful. This is a World Tag Team Championship match. Of course, Santos himself has just come back from ankle injury, so he has to be doubly careful. Dunn dropping the knee. Encore, this could be it, could be over early. Chris Hatch doesn't even get to a 2. Oh, wait a minute, look. Corey's in the ring, he's taken his moment. Santos is being distracted. Oh, so our camera shot, here we go. Now we can see Santos distracted. He's outside the ring, Dunn and Garner have been ejected. Santos needs to turn around. Core looks primed, Johnny Storm is waiting. What? Oh, Joe Nelson. Little Cadet Joe Nelson's been, as well. Oh, chops the leg, working directly in line with the ankle. We've said it already. Recently recovered from an ankle injury. And that cartwheel aggravated at the beginning of this contest. Now Andreas Core, the hand-picked protege of the Wonder Kid, is going to town on one half of your IPW Tag Team Champions. Hashtag IPW. If you want to get involved, if you want to tell us what you think about this contest. Maybe you can tell us how you think Los Federales Santos Jr. is feeling about his ankle at this point. The crowd are clapping because they say they hate Johnny Storm. They give him a little sing-song. Johnny Storm, not exactly the most popular man here in this building. The thing is that Johnny Storm is not only managing to soak up that chastisement by the crowd here, but he's also in a commanding position at the moment over the Anti-Funk Police. It's something we've got to keep reminding you. Tag titles are on the line, and Los Federales Santos Jr. does not look like he's in a good way. We did wonder going into this contest if that ankle would hold up, and at the moment, he's finding it hard to move. Of course, Johnny Storm, former IPW World Champion, former three-time All England Champion. Andreas Kohl, one of the elite members from the IPW Academy, stepped up in a big way in 2018. Thanks in part, we have to be honest, to the tutelage of Johnny Storm, himself a 21-year veteran of the business. And look at this, effectively cutting the ring off. Johnny Storm is making sure that Santos has not crossed that IPW logo you see in the middle of your screen. He's making sure that imaginary diagonal line is kept well within reach of him and Andreas Kohl at all times, stopping Santos from making a quick tag. You see they're done there looking confused, looking worried, looking upset. There's little he can do at the moment apart from watch this. And there's the tag to Storm. Storm's in, and Santos just couldn't quite reach. To Donnelly, pushes off Storm. And the confusion ends with a tag to the Chief Deputy. I've lost count of how many times he just hit Johnny Storm in the face. Maybe a bit overzealous there. Maybe not. Hits the 999. The 999 takes down Storm. There's a cutter for his trouble. The Chief Deputy is fired up. Andreas Kohl practically tags himself back in. The Anti-Fun Police are in control now thanks to Damien Dunn. He's going for the 999 again. Oh no, spine buster by Kohl, what a counter. Titles on the line. Only two. Only two, says your referee, Chris Hatch. Well, they were so close with Team Storm on that occasion. Anti-Fun Police finding themselves in more trouble than I think they thought they'd find themselves in. There's the tag to Santos. Has he had enough recuperation time on the outside? Looks like he may well have. But the ankle looks like it's giving him a little bit of trouble. He's going to have to avoid doing any more damage. Hits the avalanche splash. He's got Storm up. Storm's in trouble. Oh, referee Chris Hatch just got an avalanche from Santos. What's Storm motioning to? Wait a minute, the Bone Brothers. Not for the first time here in International Pro Wrestling. And that's Joe Nelson back to try and help and Dunn, and Nelson trying to clear the Bone Brothers. Johnny, Jesse and Jamie. What the hell are they doing out here again? Look at that, Joe Nelson come back to try and help his Anti-Fun Police brothers. Moonsault off the second rope to the outside. Trying to even the odds there. Well, Santos is the only man standing in the ring at the moment. Wait a minute, you don't think? Wait a minute! Jay Garner just threw some powder of some sort. Oh my God, IPW World Tag Team Championship to the dumbest ankle of Santos. Storm's going for a stretch muffler. No, he's just cranking on the leg, and Santos is a long way away from the ropes. Titles on the line, it's over though, it's over.
Here are your winners by submission and new
Can't believe this.
IPW Tag Team Champions, Andreas Kohl, Johnny Storm,
I can't believe this.
Team Storm.
But I'll tell you what, it took seven men. The Anti-Fun Police were outnumbered like never before. And I can't believe it, Johnny Storm is finally Tag Team Champion. We need to go to a quick break, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to International Pro Wrestling, and I cannot believe it. New World Tag Team Champions, Team Storm. It took 7 of them, but they dethroned the Anti-Fun Police. Coming your way in 3 weeks' time, Pac is going to be on this broadcast, formerly known as WWE's Neville. Stay tuned for that one, coming in 3 weeks' time. Next week, we have a delectable selection coming your way. Pretty Deadly will be back in action. And in your main event next week, we are going to see it. It's going to happen. David Starr, Rob Sharp, #1 contenders match one more time. Now, however, we turn to our main event of the evening. It's the Anarchist James Castle against one of the finest junior heavyweights of his generation. It's Dr. Phoenix versus James Castle. Here we go.
It is now time for your IPW main event!
Here comes the Doctor. Formerly known as Luke Dragon Phoenix, metamorphosized into Dr. Phoenix, the engineer of excellence here in IPW. Very upset that he wasn't invited to participate in the junior heavyweight tournament, which of course James Castle almost won. We heard him say earlier that he intends to play on Castle's volatile emotions, as he deemed them his scientific weakness. That is the measure of Dr. Phoenix, scientifically sizing up his opponents.
And introducing his opponent.
He came so very close to becoming the first junior heavyweight champion. 2019 has already started to look like it may well be the Anarchist's time here in IPW.
The following contest is a singles match set for 1 fall. Introducing first in the corner to my right, the engineer of excellence, Dr. Luke Phoenix. And introducing his opponent in the corner to my left, from Portsmouth, the Anarchist, James Castle.
The Anarchist is ready. The Engineer of Excellence is ready. Bells called for senior official Tom Scarborough gets us underway with your main event of International Pro Wrestling during this broadcast. Core elbow tie up, James Castle going straight for the arms. Dr. Phoenix takes a scientific approach as well, so both men will be quite versed in this. We know that Castle likes to brawl, but he's been very technically sound. We saw that in his battle with Daisuke Harada in the finals of the junior heavyweight tournament. It's not just all about the forearms and the nail bomb knee for James Castle. He can go. When it comes to wrestling, he can certainly go. He can tie you in knots before you've had a chance to do your shoes up. Headlock trying to ground down Dr. Phoenix. Castle wants that opportunity against Harada for the Junior Heavyweight Championship at some point. Of course, currently in Japan. Something Dr. Phoenix actually mentioned earlier on, saying he wants to bring the championship back to back to British shores. The Anarchist wants to do exactly the same thing, but James Castle, let's be honest, he has that ambition. We know he wants it for himself. He wants to propel himself here in IPW to the next level, and he truly believes the Junior Heavyweight Championship will bring that to him. Hashtag IPW if you want to get involved in this main event. Come see us live as well. Milton Keynes on March the 6th. Islington, London on March the 17th. And the International Battle Royale on March 24th. Information about those events and where you can get tickets should be on the screen right about just underneath where James Castle got chopped. ringsideworld.co.uk if you want to get those tickets. Now, however, it's a roundhouse to the back of the Doctor. And the Engineer of Excellence is down, and James Castle very much on the ascendancy, driving both his legs into the lower of the back of Dr. Phoenix. Only for a 2, says referee Tom Scarborough, but goodness me, what impact by the Anarchist. Look at that elbow, point right into the middle of the ribcage for maximum damage. Hurts the sides of both lungs, makes it even more harder for Dr. Phoenix to get the air in and out of his lungs. Well, that could come into play as this match continues, you know. This could be about stamina. Two athletes who were known for going the distance. Oh, right into the back of the knees of Dr. Phoenix, the Engineer. Only with 2. He said he was going to play on Castle's volatile emotions. Not that it's something you can say about James Castle. He's a very emotional competitor in the ring. He's got a lot of fire. He's got a lot of anger, a lot of misdirected, sometimes, emotions. And Dr. Phoenix says he's going to capitalise on it. And it's difficult to argue that it's not working, because at the moment, it's Castle in the precarious position, and it's Dr. Phoenix who is twisting his limbs. Oh, he's horned. He's horned both arms. And James Castle, he can't extend his legs to get to the ropes. He's going to have to try and drag himself and drag Dr. Phoenix with him. Look at that. He doesn't even get his foot on the rope. All he could actually do was just place the foot under the rope. But Dr. Phoenix, he definitely has the experience factor. It's been 17 years or so since he debuted. Might even be longer than 17 years. Around the 5 or 6 year mark for the Anarchist. Both men, of course, former IPW Tag Team Champions. Castle's a member of the Collective. And Dr. Phoenix is a member of the Dragonhearts with Spud. Now referenced to as Drake Maverick. But Dr. Phoenix is not just a tag team competitor, winner of the Super 8 competition in 2017. Is that singles prowess is on display. Mr. Knuckle Driver on the bounce from Castle, who leaps to hook the leg. 2. And I'll tell you what, he almost got the free on that exchange because he leaped, because he saved that energy by taking an extra second, bam, hooking the leg. Jumped for it. Castle wants this. He wants it bad. We've alluded to it before earlier on with Rob Lynch. The way we said that Rob Lynch, he wanted this to be his year. James Castle wants it again in exactly the same way. He's willing to fight for it. Brainbuster by Castle. Dr. Phoenix could be out. 2. Oh! Wow, that was close. Dr. Phoenix barely gets the shoulder up. And the Anarchist is taking its time to refocus. We know there are a lot of weapons in James Castle's arsenal, and not many of them have come out to play just yet. Looks like he could be calling for the nail bomb knee. This is the big one in his. This is his tank. Goes for it. Dr. Phoenix has scanned it. Oh, ties me knots. That's a back suplex and a half from Dr. Phoenix. Over. Oh, rolls him through. 2. No, Castle. Not enough weight, I think, there from Dr. Phoenix on the arms. Alarm Castle just to roll the shoulder up enough. Well, Dr. Phoenix looks angry. We talked about the volatile emotions of the anarchist. Indian deathlock perhaps. Certainly has the leg trap for it. Wasn't going for the lock originally, now he does have it. Now this is working over a lot of the muscles in the body. Cruciate ligaments, the ankle, the neck. Will Castle tap? He's using his elbows, trying to find his way out of this, elbow by elbow. The game plan worked thus far for Dr. Phoenix. He got Castle angry, but the problem is he got him angry, and there's the nail bomb there, just like that, on Phoenix, and it's over, there it is!
Here is your winner, the Anarchist, James Castle!
What a win that was for the Anarchist! Just when it looked like Dr. Phoenix may be getting momentum, bams goes an elbow knee, and that's a statement to Haradi, you have to believe, from the Anarchist. He wants that junior heavyweight championship. Well, Ben Basden clapping. What disrespect show from Basden. These two are combustible elements, and you've got to believe they're going to meet sometime soon here in IPW. See you next week.